So welcome back to another video. This week, Josh and I are sitting here. We're having a little conversational piece about things that you can do in the new year that get you into a different mindset. Things that can turn that bleak outlook of last year into a new season of life, into 2021. So Josh and I are going to go through 6 things.
That's right, 6 things.
And these 6 things are going to be ways that looking forward into the new year. I know we're a little late. This is going to be February.
Yeah.
But
well, I think honestly, if you think about it, going into the new month, the second month of the year, it's given us time to kind of reflect over this month. There's been a lot of change. We've got a new president. By the time you see this, there's a new president.
Ooh, that's quick.
Yeah, I know, right? It's right around the corner. So, there's a lot of change that's happening this month. And it's a great opportunity to do some self-reflection as you get started. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions, right? I think a lot of people look at the new year as a new opportunity to do something different. The truth of the matter is, a lot of people start off strong with those, and then after a few weeks, they kind of die out. The cool thing about these ideas that we have, they're things that you can put into practice within your attitude, your personality, as you go throughout the year. So it's not so much of an action-based thing, but these are just mentality changes.
Absolutely. Yeah, and these are things that I always try to emulate and think about in everyday life. So, and Josh too, several of these are from Josh, and we're going to share those with you now. So the very first thing we want to talk about is, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bring it.
All right. Instead of having the mentality, if you're anything like Josh and I, which we live busy lives, instead of having the attitude of I have to, have the attitude of I get to.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's that approach of looking at the things we have to do responsibility-wise. Now, this may be work-related. It might be chore-related, life-related, just everyday situations. Oftentimes, we look at those things as a burden. But man, when we stop and think about people all over the world that don't get the opportunity to experience the things we get to experience. Like the fact that there's so many right now that are dealing with unemployment. Man, our work is a privilege. We're enabled to go to work and able to make wages and take care of family and take care of our responsibilities.
Yeah, and you will never look back in life and say, man, I wish I would have done less.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never thought, there have been busy points in my life, but I can honestly look back at several of those times, just from knowing me for years, of just playing music, going to college, being involved in church, doing anything that we're doing.
Absolutely.
Even in those busiest times where I felt like I was pretty overwhelmed, I look back at those times fondly.
It's all about taking experiences in life and moving them from that place of, this isn't just responsibility, it's something I get to experience. So take the things that you experienced this year and change that mentality of, instead of I have to do this, I get to do this. The second mentality to change this year is, instead of saying I can't, say I will try.
I think about that, and one thing that jumps straight to my mind is exercise. I can't get up and walk every day. I can't get up or jog every day.
Yeah.
Have you tried?
That's right. So
I know personally, there's plenty of times where I have to tell myself, just try it. Just get in there. Just, put the shoes on. Stand outside. And I've never stopped and turned around and went back inside. So
yeah, I think it's the mindset of not allowing your limitations to hinder your efforts. It's that mindset of saying, I'm gonna do something, and then you know what? I might fail in the process. I think a lot of times we get so afraid of failure that it halts us from even experiencing in the first place. But I believe it's through failure that you're going to learn new things. If you, for example, take this video right now that you're watching, I dare you to go back through this channel and watch the earlier videos. Matt won't want you to see them. But man, if you go look at some of that stuff, it's ridiculous, crazy junk. And you look at the quality and the production value of what we're doing now. I say we're doing what Matt's doing now.
We're about to do it.
It's really like next level. And it really came from a place of we tried and tried and tried, and we failed and we failed and we failed. There were a lot of successes along the way, but we wouldn't have experienced any of it if we didn't take the effort.
You know, what is that a saying that says failure is the best medicine? Or did I just make that up just now?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm making it a thing. Now let's go to number 3. And number 3 is, instead of having that mentality of I need, I want, I wish I had, it's I have.
And I think that mindset is huge. In fact, in your last video that I saw where you were introducing your new camera, you literally say in the video, you know, I work with what I have. I take the tools I have and I use them the best I can.
1,000%.
It really is that mindset changing that can really affect how you interact with others. Like for example, if you spend all your time focusing on the things that you don't have, the things that you say you want or you need, if you're focusing on all of that stuff, you will lose focus on the stuff that you do have.
You won't get anything done.
Yeah, exactly. There's no progress within that.
I know personally I struggle with this when it comes to doing things like making these videos. I have a not so happy wife inside that had to park her car outside because we decided to use my garage and utilize my space that we have.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Sorry, sweetie. But, you know, we set this up and you can, one of these lights is on a microphone stand. So
it does the job.
It gets it done.
And that's the point, man. It's taking the things that you have.
One more thing.
Go with it.
One more thing.
Go with it.
I know we're concentrating on music a lot here, but have you ever seen videos of those guys like in third world countries on drum sets, man? Buckets,
like pots and pans and like pieces of metal.
And they are throwing down.
Infinitely better than me as an okay drummer.
Dude, I've seen guys with looks like these guitars are like out of a box like 2 strings, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm complaining. I only have 6 guitars. What am I doing? Or however many. So that's just another thing.
No, I think that's right where it is. You know, maybe this year is the year that you will stop and focus in on the things that you have, the things that you've already been blessed with, the things that you use on a regular basis, and realize, you know, you didn't have to have that. It's okay to want other things. It's okay to have desires.
Ambition, desires are good.
Absolutely. But if you get lost in it, that's where the problem is.
In the words of the Karate Kid, it's all about balance. Balance. So
for number 4, this one's a little bit unique. Instead of saying they never, say I can and will. I mean, it's that mindset of not focusing on the initiative, or let me rephrase that, not focusing on the lack of initiative that others might have, but looking at yourself and saying, this is something I can take on.
I do slip back into that mentality. Like, why don't they ever take the trash out? Or why don't they ever do this? Why is there trash in the parking lot? I got to start jumping in and saying those are things that I can do. I can take care of with balance.
That's true.
Don't overdo yourself.
So along with that mindset, it's about balance. It's about, you know, instead of saying they don't or they never do this, saying I can and I will. This number 5 ties in directly with that. Instead of saying, let me tell you, say, and there you have it.
Oh, okay.
Like literally. I think a lot of times that's what we do. We're quick to say something, right? Like, you think about that thought. Let me tell you what they did. Let me tell you what's going on here. Can you believe that so-and-so over there was doing this, that, or that? Now, maybe this is the year that we need to shut our mouths a little bit more. and you know, it's just a mindset of focusing on what you can do, focusing on how you can love others, how you can encourage others, build others up. But all the while, you might be tearing them down mentally and not even realize it.
Yeah, you know, it's that old saying when we were kids, you have one mouth and 2 ears because you're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk. And, you know, I am guilty of this, but I know a lot of people struggle with that. So
I think I can think right now of situations, and maybe viewers can do this too, but think about times that maybe the things you or someone else have said of someone else has completely caused you or others to have a jilted mindset toward those things. Like, think about a restaurant, right? If you talk to a bunch of people and you hear from someone just all the time talking about, well, this place is total trash. Don't eat there. That's garbage. It's horrible food. And you condition your mind for that, but you've never once tried it yourself, then you're going to be in the mindset whenever someone else brings it up, oh, I've heard it's nothing but garbage. That's just total trash. You shouldn't eat there.
Man, I'm 1,000% guilty of that with people. And I hate that. I'm embarrassed to say that.
Yeah.
But you hear somebody say, oh, I can't stand that guy. I can't stand that person. Can't stand her. Can't stand him.
Can you believe they did this?
Yeah, so I meet them and I'm like, them. What have they done? And I have never met the person. So I know I'm horribly guilty of that. But, you know.
So maybe it's the year that we stay silent.
Yeah. And I hate to steal your thunder here, but because this was going to be yours originally. But the very last thing, the sixth and final thing, is to stop saying it's 2020 and say it's 2021.
Yes. Yes.
So the past is done. It's over. It's time to move forward.
If we're focusing on the rearview mirror, we're not going to be focusing on what's in front of us.
So that's really all that we have, unless you want to have anything else.
That's really it. I think the beauty of these things that we've presented right now is it's not something that you personally have to do as much as it is changing the way you think and focusing on certain things.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. If you like these kind of videos, please comment. Let us know. Let me know. Let Josh know. If any of these things are something that you've maybe never thought about or you plan on implementing these types of things. So anyway, we got 5 minutes. So we're going to do it for 5 minutes.